Hello and welcome, everyone. As a hotel AI expert, I am thrilled to welcome all of you from Europe Hotel School to this leg of your online learning journey. We're about to dive into one of the most crucial skills you'll ever need in this industry. So let's get right into it.
Look, we're not here for abstract theories. This is all about the real world, about what actually happens on the floor of a hotel. Today, we're tackling something every single manager has to face: guest incidents. And more importantly, how you can flip that moment of friction into a huge opportunity, one that really defines you as a leader.
So here's our game plan. First, we'll just accept a basic truth. Things will go wrong. It's inevitable. Then we'll look at what's really on the line for you and your hotel's reputation. After that, we'll break down the 3 kinds of managers you see in these situations before getting into the step-by-step playbook that the great ones use. And finally, we'll talk about the mindset that makes it all possible.
All right, let's jump in. The very first step in mastering any challenge is just to face it, right? To look it straight in the eye. And in our world, in hospitality, that means we have to accept one fundamental truth.
It is never a question of if something goes wrong, but when. So let's just get the idea of a perfect, flawless hotel out of our heads, because it just doesn't exist. The true measure of an excellent hotel, of an excellent manager, isn't preventing every single problem. It's all about how you respond when they do happen. So if we know these things are going to happen, what's at stake? Why is it so important? Well, think of every single guest complaint as a major fork in the road. If you handle it well, you can build loyalty for life. But if you handle it poorly, you risk a whole lot more than just one unhappy guest.
When you get it right, you kick off this incredibly positive chain reaction. You're not just solving a single issue. Yeah, you de-escalate the situation, of course, but you also boost that guest satisfaction, you protect your hotel's hard-earned reputation, and you build up this bank of goodwill for the future. You are literally turning a negative into a positive asset.
But on the flip side, the danger of getting it wrong is higher now than it's ever been. We live in a world where one mishandled complaint can go from a quiet conversation to a full-blown PR crisis overnight. I mean, a single viral post can damage years of great work. The stakes are just huge.
Okay, knowing what's on the line, let's talk about how managers actually behave in these critical moments. We can really break it down into 3 different levels. And as I go through them, I want you to ask yourself, which one have I seen before? And, more importantly, which one do I want to be?
So first up, you've got level 1, the absentee. This is the manager who is just gone the second a problem arises. They just push it down to their front desk team and disappear. The message that sends to both the guest and the staff is crystal clear. Your problem isn't important enough for me.
Then you have level 2, the bystander. Now this manager might actually show up. They might even nod and listen for a minute, but they never actually take ownership. They don't make a decision. They are physically in the room, but they're not leading. They're just watching.
And finally, we get to the level 3 manager, the leader. This is who we are all aiming to be. The leader doesn't hesitate. They step in and they take complete ownership of the situation. They listen, they find out what happened, and they make a call. They don't just manage a problem, they lead everyone through it. So, the key takeaway here is pretty simple. It all comes down to active personal involvement. That's the difference maker. Being a level 3 leader solves the issue faster, it builds an incredible connection with the guest, and it sends a powerful message about your commitment to excellence that lasts long after they've checked out.
But look, being a level 3 leader isn't just a state of mind. It's a process. You need a game plan, a playbook you can turn to. So right now, let's get really practical and break down the exact steps to handle these situations effectively.
This 6-step process is your guide. It all starts with listening, and I mean really, truly listening, not just waiting for your turn to talk. Then comes a sincere apology, not a fake one. After that, you investigate to get the real story. Based on those facts, you take action to fix the root cause. Then, and only then, do you offer a real solution to the guest. And the last step, the one almost everyone forgets, is you follow up personally to make sure everything is okay.
And let's be really clear on what we mean by a solution. It's way more than just fixing what broke. A true solution is something tangible that shows you respect the guest's time and frustration. Maybe it's a refund, a complimentary dinner, or a free night on their next stay. It's a powerful gesture that says, we get it, we're sorry, and we value your business.
Okay, so having that playbook is crucial. But knowing the steps is one thing. Actually executing them when a guest is upset and the pressure is on, well, that takes a specific mindset. This is where your personal qualities as a leader really come into play.
This right here is the very core of hospitality leadership. It's about staying calm and professional when things get heated. It's about real empathy, trying to see the world from their perspective. It's about being proactive, being flexible, and being humble enough to offer a genuine apology. These aren't just soft skills. They are your most powerful tools. In the end, everything we've talked about, every step, every attribute, all points back to these 3 simple goals. Your job is to resolve the incident quickly, to save that priceless goodwill with the guest, and to protect your hotel's reputation at all costs.
When you can master this process and truly live this mindset, you stop handling complaints. You start building loyalty out of what could have been a disaster. You're preparing for those defining moments in your career. So I'll leave you with this one thought. Your moment is coming. When it gets here, which manager will you be?